Hey, it's 5:41 in the morning on March 13th, Wednesday, 2019, and this is my daily vlog. So, yesterday I did my vlog um, when I was working on like the rivers and all that. You know what? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was doing a Latium. Um, and so today, yeah, I was I got up super late today. Like I was up until like 9 in the morning and then cracked and then got up at because I only slept 4 hours yesterday. It was from 11 to 3. That's just what I guess. And then I was up all night until like, yeah, 9, but then I went to sleep again. So yeah, I wasn't up for like that long, kind of like irregular sleeping. But then I got up, I guess 9, because I had to go over. Oh, right, because I had to hang out with my mom for a lot yesterday. Because my brother's car broken down and he didn't get a new car yet, so he had borrowed her car. So then she didn't have a car, so I had to been driving to drive around and stuff. So yeah, supermarket and then her printing place. Hung out for some, and then came back and worked. And yeah, so it's 5 or 6 in the morning now. I'm not starting to get tired, so I'm good. So I was tracing rivers in Latium. Tracing mainly it was rivers. I did a couple of soccer fields. So and I think I'm done, and I just got done organizing all of it. That took a little bit of time because when I was building it, I wasn't really organizing that. It's hard to keep it organized when you're building stuff really fast. So I just organized it after, like put it in the proper folders. Um, yeah, like for from here on in, like today or tomorrow, rest of the day, I'm going to. Yeah, I guess maybe make sure that I got everything real quick. But I think, oh yeah, the next step are the towns. I have been putting lots of little towns on all of the hilltops. There's lots of hilltops because there's so many rivers. Hilltops get carved out from the rivers going around them, and then there are some what appear to be volcanic little mini volcano hills. So on the top of all of those, I'm going to assume there are at least houses or something. So I'm going to identify those as little towns just by a little wall thing. And then have all the towns and that's part of the official towns of Latium. And then I have to actually finish. That'll be the next final step is to finish tracing the exact location of Aqua Vetus and Aqua Novus and Aqua Trajan, and maybe some more. And those ones for the mountains are kind of hard. I haven't figured it out. I got a little bit cooked in my head and was like, all right, let's do something easier. And that's when I traced the rivers. And maybe trace the rivers will make it a little bit easier to do the aqueducts because I'll be able to see the contour of the land. That's the reason I traced all those rivers is so that you can see the contour of the land on top of like in the map mode that I'm building Google Earth on Rome. And then, yeah, do the aqueducts. And that's going to be a relief because it gets kind of tiresome to have to huge judgment, like an artist, I'm like an artist. I'd be like, wait, where does it go? So once I do that, I'm going to, build it all up, perfect it and build it all up. Oh yeah, and then I have to go back to frickin' the city of Rome itself because that's what I was working, and I thought I was going to finish it, and then that's when I detoured to the Latium, so go back to city of Rome. But so anyway, just to do a reiteration of what I'm working on generally is I want to do the entire history of Rome via Google Earth. So I already am very far along the most built up Rome that there is, like the year 211, I'll guess, Severn Rome, when they built the map that I'm tracing it off of. But I burnt out on that. I was working it for so long, I burnt out, and I said, "Ooh, I got to do Rome from the beginning." It's easier to work when you work all the time and you're working on stuff that will take 50 years to finish. Working 16 to 18 hours a day, 365 days a week, a year. Then the best strategy is to just do whatever is the most interesting you at that given moment. It's kind of like the law of, it's like whatever you want to do now, you know? Yeah, so just follow your heart and everything, because the whole reason I'm building my website in the first place is because I want to know what it'll look like when it's done, right? And so if I'm burnt out on one thing, then if I work on something new or easier, then I'm getting it looking to I'm starting to see what it'll look like when it's done. And so it's super fascinating. For example, I was looking at the Romulan Rome, the very first Rome by Romulus, and I was building it, and I was thoroughly enjoying myself because I was thinking about little scenarios I wanted to build, little stories in there and how it really looked. And, another thing that's super fascinating for me, especially for me, this is another little perk of me with doing this work, is that, after I'm done with this and I get it up on YouTube and I get it up on download, and by the way, you can download it off my website. I checked yesterday, and none of my KMZ files all the links were broken. I think maybe something got screwy when I changed servers. I'm on Bluehost, and I was with some really bad Hungarian called SiteGround. Yeah. So, and before that, even worse, iPower with bad customer support. So anyway, maybe that's when the links got fucked. So I noticed all my KMZ, all my Google Earth links were broken. But I did fix the ROM ones. So if you go to Italy, you can download my ROM and see I got proof, bitches. A lot of people are fucking fakers. I ain't no faker. Just download what I got, bitches. So plus, I think the all of my other Google stuff links are probably broken too, and I have some really good Google Earth. So if I really should get on that page and just spend like half of the day just fixing all the links for my Google Earths, because it would definitely make me feel like my website is functionable again. Like a few months ago, or weeks ago, whatever, I fixed a bunch of. I was doing work on my history books on my website, and I felt good about taking it to level. So if, you feel the best about stuff that you can do the most in the shortest period of time, and I can definitely get my website up a whole big bunch of notches if I just were to fix the links on my KMZ Google Earth. So I'll definitely try to do that. But I also have to I want to go into the the office to try to get my Medicaid back for my asthma, because I have really bad asthma, and without my Advair, I'm in trouble. Even if I'm not smoking weed, definitely have to quit weed. My roommate gave me 3 joints, and I think maybe it was day before yesterday or something. So maybe I had a relapse yesterday of smoking weed but from now on, when my roommate offers me joints or anything, I'm just gonna say no. I walked by his room today, and there was just this huge cloud of smoke in his room, and he's just there, because my roommate's a big time smoker, smokes all the time. So, but I know I can quit smoking weed with my roommate, even if my roommate's trying to throw joints at me all the time. It's about my health. I have to. Plus, I'm 45. People get sick. People start coming down with weird shit, and I've already developed lots of weird physical problems from smoking weed, like over yawning. I don't know if that's from the weed, but I also get the hiccups all the time, like all the time, and then acid reflux. And there's another thing. I'm in pain all the time because I don't ever exercise. And before I thought maybe it was because of the weed. Maybe the weed intoxicates you or whatever, and it makes you feel pain. But I've been feeling like worse pain or just as bad of pain since smoking weed, and it occurred to me maybe the weed was actually, it's a pain reliever. That's why it's legal in the first place for medical. And maybe I've been smoking so much weed that it's been taking all the pain away that I would otherwise feel from not exercising. It feels like you're dehydrated and you're starving to death. Basically feels like you're starving to death and you're dehydrated, and it's just pain all over, like just generally all over the body, just excruciating pain, like as painful as is the most painful riding a bike, burning legs. It's like your whole body's on fire. And so if it gets worse from not smoking weed, I don't know. I might have to, for the very first time in my life, I might have to start exercising just so that I feel better. I mean, as opposed to wanting to exercise so that I feel better, I might actually have to. But we'll see. We'll see how shit goes down. Anyways, it's almost 10. Talk tomorrow.